Leo Anthony Joshua.
When Joshua faced Leo, it was obvious from the start that Joshua had a different level of power. He kept Leo at range with stiff jabs.
So let's see what Joshua can do. The switch downstairs. Oh, he's got him. Big solid right hand there has shaken the Italian. The body shape's so different. There's another one of those long right hands, and Emanuele Leo comes in with that unbeaten record of his. He's going out and blitz him, looking to pick his shots. There's another one of those right. Joshua with a couple of spearing jabs getting through and ready to go already. There's another big shot. A couple more. He's still standing, but for how much longer? The legs are dipping again. He knows some tricks for a rookie.
And then stepped in with a quick burst of punches that dropped the Italian boy hard.
And he has to go, and it's over. That's what the fuss is about.
Less than a full round, and Joshua had already made his presence felt.
Anthony Joshua.
Osawa turned the weigh-in into a circus by showing up naked and acting like a clown. Bad for him that he kept the same energy in the ring too. Showboating like he was there to entertain instead of fight. But Case came out focused and needed just 36 seconds to score a vicious knockout. Quitting Osawa's drama. Before facing Bo, Hyde talked big, calling himself faster, smarter, and harder to hit.
Finally, the bell sounds. Richard Steele.
But well, probably it wasn't that hard for him
In danger of getting hurt.
to be hit.
Together, down goes Hyde again.
He was dropped multiple times and kept getting back up.
Benson falls down again. Lands two hard right hand shots. Hyde's out on his feet.
But the punishment man, it was too much.
Herbie Hyde. Riddick stalking and exhausted Herbie Hyde, and Hyde goes down. Another left hook. Another slip.
By round 6, Bo finally broke him down and ended the fight by knockout.
Fighting. That may be it.
Will this be enough?
9, 10.
Hyde's not gonna make it up.
World, and I just really don't think they're running Larry Donald, and here.
For this one, Hyde kept the left knee on the canvas.
In 2001, Rahman faced Lewis and he shocked the world with this victory.
But Red Berman was knocked out in 5 rounds by Joe Lewis. And Lennox.
After a close start, Rahman began to take control.
Lewis started as a 15 or 18 to 1 on favorite.
It's still too early, you know, they still don't count Rockman out.
Rockman in a little bit of trouble. To be fair to him, he came back, and that right hand of his has come in. And what a great challenger he is.
Rockman's got to get closer, Case Tate. Oh, beautiful.
When Lewis dropped his guard for a split second, Rahman landed a devastating right hand,
Oh, he's got him!
sending him to the canvas.
He got Kennis, and he's got him! Is it Oliver McCall all over again? It is, and Lewis has gone! Lewis has gone! It's another upset of immense proportions. There, look at Lewis's left hand. It's absolutely nowhere near any years ago.
Well, I got to tell you something, Jim. When you take punches like that, like with Oliver McCall, and now with the...
When Silva stepped in with Mazouk, he started fast.
Hello, Silva. And Leandro looking big at the weight, even though he's gone up, like you said, from 100.
And took the fight under control. But instead of staying focused, he got too relaxed that he even started showboating.
Gets one of those short, sharp little shots. He misses again.
And he paid the price of this mistake in the second round.
Relaxed this guy is.
He might pay for it though, he needs to be careful.
Really flowing from that nose now.
Oh, sharp right hand.
When Mazyk found his opening and landed clean,
Right hand.
dropping Silva.
Big left hand lands.
We said it right. That has changed the tide of the fight, and he has earned victory. Wow!
The reason we were surprised that on the odds he was the underdog, because we just knew the power that he possessed, and we see here in the highlight that knockout.
Marek Mazyk!
This bout was one of the greatest upsets in boxing history.
Buster Douglas too well here.
Iron Mike Tyson!
The stage is set. We're set to go. Bob Sheridan here
Douglas dominated early with precise jabs and right hands.
has brought the show on the road. Look at Buster landing some straight in front of him. Look at this. Buster landing some shots. 5,000 on hand here, enjoying what they certainly did. Look at this. The first two big shots and 3 and 4 shots landed in this fight. Oh, big right hand. If 2, 3, or 4 is a question mark, he's winning the fifth there, right on top of it. Just as I say it, with the right hand, then he's down, he comes with the uppercut. Somehow or other, Buster's throwing.
But the main moment came in the 10th round. He fired a devastating uppercut followed by a flurry of punches, sending Tyson crushing to the canvas.
By Buster Douglas, look at this! For the first time in his career, Mike Tyson hits the canvas. He may not be able to recover. It's up to 7 and 8. He don't get him out. Unbelievable! Buster Douglas, beat of the world.
In my opinion, still coming forward, and there is and it's that uppercut that had Mike back reeling, and then followed up.
When Paez stepped in with Sanchez, he started showboating, clowning around and trying to make the fans laugh.
Mexico's colorful Jorge Paez.
Even after getting dropped in the opening round.
Touches down in the mandatory 8. And it was the left hook of Jorge Sanchez.
But Sanchez stayed focused the entire fight.
And he's starting to rough Paez up now. Paez. This is Paez trying to mess with his head. Now this is Sanchez.
And in the 7th round, he shut the circus down with a brutal left hand that left Paez unconscious on the canvas.
Richard Steele counts, but surely Paez can't get up. He's out. I mean, Richard Steele should just wave this off. Jorge Sanchez has knocked out Jorge Paez in the 7th round, and that was a sensational finish from Kid Vegas.
But as long as everything's all right with Jorge Paez,
That's the right hand that started it off, and then bang, right on the button. Perfect left hook. Just caught him with his body relaxed.
Jorge Sanchez.
During the weigh-in, Muhammad tried to intimidate the young Berlanga and make him uncomfortable before the fight.
Barry, I want it tightly packed in. People are.
But in the fight, Berlanga made him feel uncomfortable.
And you're getting a good
He dropped Muhammad almost immediately.
prospects.
And one of them just hit the deck.
They're going to call it a knockdown. I thought it was a slip, but
Barry, it looked to be off a jab as he was backing up, and Sadiq went down from it. Berlanga.
Seconds later, he landed a monstrous punch that flattened Muhammad
and down again.
and ended the fight.
That was not a slip, and that's it. It's all over. Wow!
It was a good jab, but not one you would expect a knockdown. And there, well, he did hook it a little bit.
The chosen one, Berlanga.
In 2014, Caesar shared the ring with Alexander.
Alexander
Уже так повелось, что бои.
But instead of focusing on the fight, He started clowning around, mocking Usyk, making faces and brushing off punches like they meant nothing. Usyk didn't fall for his provocations.
Только я хотел сказать, что вопрос, кто выиграет по очкам, тут даже не ставится.
He slowly broke him down and landed a vicious liver shot that folded him in half and ended the fight.
Отличный удар.
Но здесь уже все по-другому. Насколько тяжелый и качественный удар.
Чи встанет, чи поднимется, видом показывает тренд, что он не может продолжать. И вылетает белое полотенце. Да, это капитуляция, и это очевидно.
This one lasted less than an eye blink.
An avoided man indeed. Oh, and that's the reason why. Goodness me, first punch of the fight, and it's all over. He's knocked him unconscious. The fight is all over with the...
In 2017, when Tata stepped in with Gagne, he delivered a devastating right hook that sent Gagne crashing to the canvas. Gagne laid motionless, requiring medical attention, so the ref had to stop it immediately. Man, just 11 seconds into the fight, during the build-up, Eubank showed zero respect for his opponent. He called Smith predictable and said that there was nothing Smith could do to surprise him.
I was worried about going boss-eyed.
But in the fight, it was actually the opposite, and Smith did surprise him.
Too much off in this round, Smith. Good uppercut there from Eubank. It was pretty much at the end of the...
In round 4, he cracked Eubank with a huge shot.
Do his own work this time, though. He lets go with the left hand. Eubank catches a left hand.
Sending him stumbling across the ring.
And he is in huge trouble here, Eubank. He is all over the place. And this could be over. Victor Loughlin asking to walk forward. And Liam Smith, he's on the brink. 2 minutes remaining. And down goes Eubank again. And the tail, I think, is about to come in from Roy Jones. And the referee has stopped it. And it is utter bedlam inside the ring. Roy Jones is about to...
Risky. Smith timed it. Brilliant right hand. His eye almost shut. And that's probably the shot that does the big damage. Big left. The hook. Who's in the right trouble. The right hand there was a heavy shot as well.
In their title unification bout, Khan started with a sharp jab
Overrated himself. Amir will have to beat him honestly.
and even opened a cut over Garcia's right eye. By round 2, this made Garcia angry, and he made Khan pay for it.
Over the right eye, Danny Garcia.
He took the fight under control and dropped Khan in the 3rd and 4th rounds.
Down goes There it is. What he's shown in the past. Garcia with a big opportunity. Khan's knee touch. That's another knockdown. This fight is over. This fight is over.
Moments later, he exploded the 3rd knockdown.
Third knockdown. Third knockdown of the fight. Hey, you okay in there?
Winning the fight.
Not knocking anyone out among the...
Garcia's a solid, basic fighter.
Teddy Swift Garcia!
After hurting him earlier, Rothman started taunting Thompson. He thought the older veteran was finished, but no.
Good right hand by Thompson. Rothman on a dig. Oh, he's got him! Oh, Rothman's got hurt!
Thompson proved it wrong in the later rounds.
Kind great work by Thompson. Great heart he's showing. Can he produce another big shot to Rothman? He's almost in a different class. Thompson is doing his best to take that jab away. Good right hand. Rothman is ever talking to him. Just in time. Well, Thompson.
In the 9th round, with only seconds left, Thompson landed a huge right hand and knocked Rothman out in a brutal comeback finish.
Thompson to get himself hurt. He may just survive the end of this run. Oh, what a shot from the right hand. Oh, what can you say? Oh, ye of little faith. He's not going to make it, is he? He's up at 8.
preparation for the low, and that was a perfect punch. And for Carl Thompson,
one defeat. Representing
Bahati joined this fight full of arrogance. He refused to touch gloves.
Let's do this. Both men are on a real roll.
UTC not taking risks, not eating many significant shots. Despite the in and out fighting, the switching side dropped the
and kept disrespecting Shipman during the bout,
Bahati saw that,
even pointing the middle finger at him.
Those heads, and he pops them.
But I think it's a little bit of a strategy. There we go, chain punches from Shipman. Bahati counters with a saw that throughout the first two, the third frame.
But in round 3, Shipman put him in his place with a stunning spinning back fist knockout,
From Bahati, Shipman's dancing it up.
finishing him.
It's all over, Chris. He's no secret now. Shipman takes the world title with a spinning back fist from hell.
Exactly what he did. Look at that, moves his head, slips the counter, and then rolls with great technique. I love this. We saw so much of this early in the fight. He wasn't able to...
To your winner by knockout and Bama's new middleweight world champion, Mike Seabass Shipman.
Before his rematch with Tarver, Jones did a lot of trash talking and showboating, promising to take back what was his.
Don't y'all think that it's cause he ran his mouth at me at the Ruiz fight. That ain't got a damn thing to do with me.
Begin. They don't want to wait for the bell. Emmanuel, you seen that?
But in the ring, Tarver stayed patient.
This can penetrate through Tarver effectively.
And in the second round, he found the perfect opening. A sharp counter landed clean and dropped Jones hard.
And down goes Jones on a hard left hand. And that is the most that Roy Jones has ever been hurt. Only Lou DiBella ever knocked him down.
He got up, but the referee waved it off.
Jay Lady stops the fight. And Jones is still on clear street.
he's gone down before one time, but there was a perfect left hand. Roy never saw it coming. Roy is out. And Roy
What can happen?
And this was a very interesting...
Antonio Magic Man Torres.
When Hopkins faced Frank, he showed up full of confidence.
Bernard, the Executioner Hopkins.
On the other side, Frank looked frozen, but he stepped forward at the last minute before Hopkins even threw. But then,
Right hand right out of the box, down goes Frank. Right there.
First punch of the night. You know, when a fighter takes a fight on only 7 days' notice, you think he might come out and take his shot early because conditioning will be a factor later. Here, he doesn't take a shot, he looks, he waits, hesitates, and bang, he's caught.
And he is hurt, too. It's over.
a sharp right hand followed by 2 left hooks, and a final uppercut put Frank on the deck just seconds in.
Steve Frank was out when he hit the canvas. Perfect execution, too.
Bernard, the Executioner Hopkins.
Todd stepped in with Fairtex acting like she had already won this matchup. But Fairtex made her work for every second.
Caught the head kick and then delivered 4 unanswered blows right down the middle.
Counters from Stamp. Jab 2 there from Stamp Fairtex. Jab 2 again. Smack back with the kisser. A power-packed punch there, boxing champion. Stamp leads in with the right hand, downward elbow, crossing elbow from Stamp Fairtex. Both ways turned outwards. Nice right hand there from Stamp Fairtex. There's the first dump from the world kickboxing champion.
The fight turned into a technical battle where Todd kept landing clean counters and then pushing Stamp to the limit for 5 rounds.
And Jenna Tomlin's flourish.
Ujwan tried to pressure Rena early and looked confident during the exchanges.
The liver kick, but Perrier in trouble. Kick the other side. I love it.
But Rena completely turned the fight around.
Wanting to bring the fight to the ground. Oh, there's a stop. Stop. Remember the Shooter Box team led by Vanderlei Silva and Shogun Rua. Never forget Vanderlei stomping Yuki Kondo. And that's Rena attempting to do the same to Dora Perrier, who grabs it onto the foot.
dropping her multiple times with brutal body kicks before securing the TKO.
Inside the body. Another shot down goes Perriette, and it's over. Reina with all 4 victories inside the distance.
Maryse came out aggressive, trying to take the fight under control.
Both land the jab.
On the other hand, Gonzalez stayed calm.
Who is Jan Mares in his pro career, did bear stand. Of course, now he's with Clemente, which he should be.
And landed a perfect left hook that sent Mares crashing to the canvas.
Gonzalez drops Mares with the lethal left hook.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
And here's how it happened. Now, the question was going to be whether he could get that left hook in. He landed.
He got up, clearly hurt, but Gonzalez didn't hesitate.
Gonzalez has a great left hook. He's knocked out.
He poured on the pressure.
Has the hold, guys. He's got a hold. Down again. He's got a hold.
And the ref stepped in at 2:55 of the first round.
Has done it.
As you pointed out, Paulie, no holding. Mares could not hold him.
He's trading there, and this is not the thing to do when you're hurt. You know, he's got a heart of a lion, but you got to, before you bring
Lovejoy turned down Char's handshake before the fight and spent the build-up talking like he was going to run straight through him, promising power and pressure. But in the fight, it was Char that turned up the pressure. He started landing cleaner punches.
Karşılık verdi Mahmut. Sol Christopher Lovejoy. Boşa giden bir yumruk.
An overwhelming Lovejoy for a second-round TKO.
Sol yumruklarını şimdi mideye çok güzel vurdu. İşte bakın Mahmut neler yapıyor Mahmut. Saydırdı sevgili seyirciler. Christopher Lovejoy. Mahmut Çar. Ve bitti müsabaka. Birinci roundda bitti. Diamond Boy Mahmut Çar. Mahmut Çar knockout'la maçı kazandı.
Back in 2004, Taylor faced Rios, but this meeting lasted only 54 seconds.
Now let's have a good, clean pro fight. Okay, touch them up, guys. Come out boxing at the belt.
Middleweight champion of the world, Bernard Hopkins. Do you think it adds almost too much pressure for a prospect like Taylor to course of a future Hall of Famer like Bernard Hopkins?
Test before he goes in there with Hopkins or anybody for the middleweight title. The top guy, the toughest guy you could pick right
because Taylor cracked Rios with a short left to the body, then followed it with an overhand right that sent Rios collapsing backward into the corner.
No test tonight. He's going to have to get into deeper waters some other time.
It took Taylor one clean shot to finish the fight.
Unbelievable. Jermaine Taylor.
Full of confidence, Fitzgerald acted like a cocky rat, promising that there was no way he would lose in his own backyard.
You both had your instructions in the dressing room. Just remember what I told you. Shake hands. No noise. Round one.
But once the bell rang, all his acts sank. O'Sullivan walked him down and needed only 1 minute to land the finishing right hand.
Fitzgerald, remember, it's O'Sullivan that's carrying that extra weight, and it's counted there. Right hand, flattened Fitzgerald, who's going to struggle to beat this count. He's all over the place. He's absolutely gone. And O'Sullivan is celebrating a first-round stoppage.
Corner, wave to the crowd.
Gary Spike O'Sullivan.
During the press conference, Lane underrated his opponent, saying that he's just a kid and calling himself a lion. He even said boxing was his sport and made it clear he didn't take Tuinov seriously. What a mistake. When the bell rang, Tuinov punished him badly.
Ну, Джулиан Лейн, личность хорошо известная. Да, вот, пожалуйста.
Этажами работает Туйнов, что, конечно, идет. И все честно, все нормально.
and shut him up with a brutal knockout in the second round.
Ручки тут же вниз. Если и поднимется американец, то не думаю, что нужно позволять ему продолжать. Да, бой окончен. Так, для порядка решил попротестовать.
Добавить, что, скорее всего, мы с вами сегодня на этом дебюте присутствуем для награждения победителя, нового чемпиона будущего.
Там одержал свою первую победу в профессиональном боксе Владислав.
In this bout, McAllister had a perfect start, and everyone thought that this was his night.
Amazing Alex is watching.
But as the fight went on, he got too comfortable and started showboating. Bad decision ever.
From McAllister. That he can win whichever way he chooses to fight. And I think it's a bad tactic. Look, he's saying, come on, hit me on the chin. Goodness me, what is going on in there? It's not...
Because in the 8th round, Murray found his rhythm. He landed a nasty left hook to the body, crushing McAllister down.
Doubling up beautifully on the jab. Oh, good body shot. He shakes his head to the corner. He knows he's just about all in here. And it's this left hook to the body. Great shot.
Simply did not want any more. He shook his head at the corner. Right there in the solar plexus.
Still British lightweight champion, John Murray.
When Bellew faced Stevenson in 2013,
He could have accomplished the same thing simply by
to knock you out. Bellew has never been knocked out, been dropped, but has always gotten up.
he started fast, rushing forward, but ended up on the ground.
Changed that he was lacking in the meeting was the speed.
Good right hand by Bellew.
Chance to land powers right there when Bellew can steal like that.
Learning and how much smarter he's becoming as a fighter.
Oh, good shot.
Bellew's fighting back, and down goes Stevenson, and the referee's going to rule it a slip.
Yeah, but it was a hook to the back of the head.
In the 6th round, Stevenson dropped Bellew with a crushing left hand. He managed to get up, but Stevenson landed another left.
You're all right.
Terry moved him where he wanted and exploded.
Ran him right into the left hand. That's what he wanted to do.
Keep him up. Count me out early on. So now he's tasted the canvas, and he's going to get it stopped right here. That will do it. Bellew was defenseless.
So Bellew was out on his feet, slumped against the ropes.
Bellew couldn't get his hands back up, and Stevenson was about to get 3 shots with the left hand, which could have done serious damage.
Stevenson!
Her first professional kickboxing fight was on November 20th, 24th, when she faced Ogiwara. Ogiwara entered the ring confidently, with more experience and belief that Kimura was an inexperienced karate fighter trying her luck in kickboxing. She tried to pressure Kimura and force her into close exchanges, but Kimura flipped the script and took the fight under control. Less than 2 minutes into the opening round, Kimura landed a crushing straight left that sent Ogiwara stumbling backward. In less than 2 minutes, Kimura turned her professional debut into a statement. Despite this big success, the criticism didn't stop there. It followed her into her next fights as well. When Keeley met Page in 2019, he promised a knockout, even saying that MVP would go out cold.
A professional record of 3 wins and 1 loss from MVP Michael Venom Page.
to get this chance, called MVP out time and again.
Even in the fight, he kept the disrespect going and flashed the middle finger.
He's just taunting him.
But Page didn't fall for his actions. He took control from the start.
Blurring from Michael Venom Page.
And landed a clean flying knee that knocked him out in round 1. Before the audience could settle in, Ben had already finished his opponent, Chandler.
The most exciting prospect in British boxing at the moment, Nigel Benn in the golden trunks.
Chandler tried to step forward, but all he did was walk straight into a perfect right hand. And he got knocked out in just 16 seconds after the bell rang. The crowd barely had time to react.
Ian Chandler is down, he's very close to us, and he will not get up from that. Has never been knocked down in his career before.
After upsetting Manny Pacquiao, Horn was convinced he could do the same against Crawford. He boldly claimed that if Crawford didn't bring his A game, he was definitely going to win.
It's over! It's over!
And Andy Lee decked out the colors of Irish.
During the fight, Jackson was in complete control, and he nearly sent Lee through the ropes with a brutal body shot.
Oh, there's a right hand that drops Andy Lee, and there's a big puncher, as I just said, to 8. He appears to be okay, but he was nailed with the right hand. John will try to finish him, be very aggressive with early round knockouts. Here he comes with the right hand again, another solid right hand, digging body shot.
Assured me that his power will carry on down, and it took about four tune-ups.
Bends way over, he'll throw shots to the body with either hand, left or right. Nicely, he did nothing in the southpaw.
But as he pressed forward, Lee timed a perfect right-hand counter off the ropes that changed everything. In an instant, the fight took a shocking turn, ending with Jackson laying a face down.
And he staggered him just a bit. Look at that! Right hand, right back! And Jackson may not recover! That was a hard knockdown!
Jackson has still not gotten up from that right hand.
That was kind of a slip. I thought it might have been a stagger, but all of a sudden...
Irish Andy Lee!
In 2016, Hongman Choi faced Aurigele. During the pre-fight face-off, Aurigele tried to mock Hongman Choi. But this made Choi even more dangerous once they stepped into the ring.
자, 5분 3라운드 그 첫 번째 라운드입니다. 터치 글러브는
Aurigele started by throwing awkward punches, but Choi stayed calm.
자, 니키 하나 보여줘야 될 것 같은데요.
떨어지고 또 때릴 거고 빗나가 오히려 앞으로 가서 목 눌러주면 되는데요. 뒤로 빠지면 안 됩니다. 뒤로 빠지면 위험합니다.
And then delivered the knockout blow in the first round.
위험합니다. 서 있으면 안 되죠. 네. 됐어. 좋았습니다. 너무 됐어요. 실시간 컨트롤 있어.
When McBride stepped in with Watch, he was already known for retiring Mike Tyson. But did Watch care about it? Definitely not. Watch stalked McBride round by round.
Samemu coś próbować jeszcze zerwać, bo na pewno go na to stać.
Jeżeli widzi, jak nieruchawy tak naprawdę jest.
And by the fourth, he found the shot he was looking for.
Bardzo statycznie boksuje Irlandczyk.
Dobry
Piękny
teraz
kolejny cios Mariusza.
Ładnie teraz był lewy, prawy i wyprzedza, odrzuca tą lewą ręką.
Już w tej czwartej rundzie.
He crashed McBride's chin with a clean right hand and dropped him flat.
McBride'a, kolejna znakomita akcja.
Ależ strzelił prawym nad lewą ręką i to jest po walce.
Moment, popatrzmy jeszcze raz na tą akcję. Lewy i ten prawy natychmiast. I on musiał tak się skończyć.
Ndongo's team talked up his chances, believed their champion had what it took to ruin Crawford's plans of becoming undisputed. But once the fight started, Crawford dropped Ndongo with a body shot in the second round.
The shots that you need to land. Good shot from Crawford right there, but Ndongo still just a little tight for my taste.
And then on the back end, a right hand to the body, and that's going to be a knockdown score.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
And only moments later landed another devastating punch to the ribs.
Two different ways.
Ndongo collapsed to the canvas in pain and couldn't beat the count, giving Crawford one of the most memorable knockouts of his career.
Right hook misses.
Terrence Bud Crawford.
Protect yourself at all times. I expect a tough, clean.
Once the bell rang, McNeely stepped in forward, and his energy was on the next level.
Right at Mike Tyson. Nearly seconds into the first round.
6, 7, 8.
He started throwing wild punches, bringing an absolute storm to his opponent. But Tyson made it out through the storm and dropped McNeely with a clean right hand, finishing the fight in just 89 seconds with a vicious uppercut.
Down goes McNeely again. Steve, he's very hurt. He can barely stand up. They want Tyson to go to the neutral corner. What's going on?
Correct. That was not correct.
Hey, quit.
That's a crime for McNeely. This kid was fighting his heart out.
That is.
Mike comes across just a nice short, crisp turn to Tyson. Now he's in a perfect position to come back. Whack! And you see he's turning his head as he got hit. But it was enough.
The winner by disqualification, a minute 29 of round 1.
Juan Pablo Hernandez. Cruisergewicht, 12
Hernandez opened the fight by dropping Braithwaite midway through the first round.
lang zu boxen und hat ihn zum ersten Mal am Boden.
But this made Braithwaite more aggressive. In the third round, he uncorked a perfect counter right hand, sending Hernandez crashing to the canvas.
Und da war die Hand von Braithwaite. Und es war eine schwere Hand. Zu offen ist. Und jetzt zählt der Ringrichter. Und wie lange zählt er? Er zählt bis 8.
He dropped him 2 more times and finished the bout.
Ist wieder am Boden. Er galt als der härteste Punch-Titel, trägt er zu Recht. Zweiter Niederschlag, noch 1,18 und ich glaube, das war's. Martinez zählt nochmal, aber Hernandez ist nicht da und er bricht den Kampf.
Bittere Erfahrung für Juan Pablo Hernandez gewesen sein. Im Schlagabtausch, in der halben Distanz, wo er als größter. Und dann stand er natürlich nur noch mit wackeligen Knien im Ring, fällt hier ohne eine Lehrstunde für den jungen 23-jährigen Kubaner, der Juniorenweltmeister war.
During the press conference, Briedis offered a handshake to his opponent, but the cold-blooded former world title challenger Char just stood there staring, refusing the handshake.
Champion, WBC Baltic Cruiserweight Champion, Marius Briedis. Heavyweight champion and WBC Diamond Boy Char.
Okay, shake hands. Good luck.
8 раундов.
Once the fight started, in round 5, Briedis exploded with a clean shot.
Ушел, просит из угла повторить комбинацию. Опа!
Dropping Char hard, making him pay instantly for the attitude.
Бам-бам. Раз попал и левый сбоку. Уже до кучи, что называется.
Before the fight, Rodriguez's trainer made the biggest mistake by disrespecting Inoue's father.
Sergio Rodriguez!
It only woke the monster in Inoue once they stepped in. Inoue was violent from the start.
Toe action first round. Spectacular. Oh, big shot to the body. Inoue. Those punches from Inoue.
He dropped Rodriguez 3 times, destroying him in 2 rounds.
A fearsome flurry, and he's done it. He's got him for the first time in his career. He's ready to go again, is Rodriguez. Here comes Inoue. Oh, he's got it to nothing.
Managed to go down.
Oh, this is unbelievable for Inoue. Third time he's gone down. Another count. It's over. Michael Alexander waves it off in the second. Shoto! It's the first knockdown, Carl. That was a great job.
Naoya Inoue!
Berbick seemed so ready for this match, talking before the fight like he had already won. He even said that he was a better fighter and he would jab his opponent, but Rahman didn't let that happen.
Thomas for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Over 10 rounds, he turned the former champion into a punching bag and dominated his way to a clear, unanimous decision.
The fight, reminiscent of facing.
Well, there's another right hand that lands. Berbick is hurt again.
His 55th professional fight. He has only been stopped twice early in his career against Eiling at Hasim Rahman. Rahman knew at post from Berbick.
Ever scared the top?
Just again in the 5th. Berbick said, come on.
Ooh, nice right hand. They're pointing the chin.
And again, Berbick now is open. Closing seconds of the fight. Here I am, says Rahman. And he finishes strong.
The moment the fight started, Chiak brought his kid energy at the podium, trying to mock his opponent. He started doing some funny gestures and it was kinda sweet, until Page decided it's not a playroom.
Seconds out, round 1.
So we're underway then. Boxer wearing the black tunic, and here's the drunken master.
Oh, great sport. But landing some big heavy shots.
Adopting this style just puts the fight more firmly in his favor as he stands above the left eye. He's already been forced to touch down tentacle-like arms that Brennan Page brings to the boxing ring.
Yeah, very gangly, awkward sort of shots.
In just 18 seconds in round 2, he unleashed a brutal right hand, knocking out Chiak.
The opening 3 minutes, what a right hand! And that could well conclude this contest right here in round number 2. Shaq folded and bent underneath him, and there's no way he's going to beat the 10 count. Referee Jeff Hines has waved it off, and Shaq still does not know where he is. Michael Page moves to 2 wins out of 2.
The winner by count out, still undefeated, from London, England, Michael Venom Page.
Back in 1987, Pryor shared the ring with Joe Young, and he showed zero respect to his opponent, taunting and clowning around. He even tried to start a brawl before the actual fight started.
He's in tremendous condition at 146. Look at those shots. Aaron is hurt again. Everyone hard. Inside.
But Young made him pay for his actions.
And worked with a sub on the inside of Pryor punches, and he comes in with good.
In the 7th round, Young landed a huge right hand that left Pryor in serious trouble.
Black stripes on his shorts. I'm Randy Gordon along with Letterman. Oh, what a right hand! Randy, Bobby Joe Young landed a tremendous right hand, and Aaron Pryor is on clear street. He is shaking. The legs are just quick.
Bobby Joe Young.
During the face-off, Tapa stared directly at Garcia's eyes and said some disrespectful words to her. But in the fight, Garcia responded to her words in a harder way.
Отношение именно к миру регби она не имеет, хотя регбисты танганские тоже известны на весь мир, и вот сейчас уже работает Гарсия. А вот вопрос функционала остается открытым. Здорово попадает Гарсия. Походу, похоже, пришла она в себя после того удара слева. и не переходит в борьбу. И тут серия из попаданий в исполнении Гарсии. 2 раза с правой, 1 раз с левой. Продолжается атака.
She landed a nasty spinning back fist that sent Tapa crashing down.
Еще одно попадание, здорово! Практически бэкфист, но...
She unloaded a barrage of punches, finishing her.
Удар, и на канвасе оказывается леди Тапа. Идет серия добивающих ударов.
In the first round,
Мешается все. Поединок закончен. Чудо не случилось, хотя леди Тапа была близка. Не успела она добить.
Taylor showed up full of energy. So he started dancing all around.
That's when you can really outwork him. Heavy right hand there to the head. Going to the body, then upstairs.
Unfortunately, he started losing his energy by the late rounds.
World. Oh, what a right hand at Brock Taylor. A right hand by Abraham, and Taylor's in trouble.
Abraham was full of control, landing clean and powerful punches.
No record of the visiting fighter. Left hook by Abraham. 11:56 and 3, only 2.
In the final round, he caught a tired Taylor with a clean right hand, knocking him out and stealing the fight with just seconds left.
It's over. They won't even finish the count.
For him to open up, I was waiting for this opportunity, and then I hit him, and it finally worked.
In the tournament, you get 1 extra point if you score.
Throughout the build-up to this fight, Adalai talked like this one was already his match, even saying that his opponent didn't have a boxing IQ.
To this point, you'd expect this to be explosive.
But once the bell rang, we all saw who doesn't have the boxing IQ.
Body shots from the champion. Head and body out the way, comes forward there with a couple of big... Good shot by Wardley. Wardley lands another left jab. Adelaide sticks out. He's doing the right thing. Good shot, brilliant. The left hook was the big one. Wardley with a great punch.
In round 7, he cracked Adalai with a left hook, followed with a barrage of punches until the referee stopped it.
Clinging to his hopes. Wardley unloading with big punches. John Latham stops it. David Adelaide pushes the referee away.
And I wondered for a second when he did hit the canvas whether he's going to be able to get the time of the stoppage. Fabio Wardley was up 59-50.
Fabio Wardley!
In 2017 in London, Pigford stepped in with Morgan. Before the fight, both men traded some bad words to each other, which ended with Morgan showing a throat-slitting gesture.
Morgan's just let the pace. Oh, as I say, that what a right hand that was from Morgan. And how did he stay up? Incredible.
But in the 5th round, Pigford landed a sharp right-left combination and followed it with another powerful right that dropped Morgan.
Oh, good right hand. And a big left hand as well. And he's going to go almost. Another big right hand, and he does go. The power of Joe Pigford, the fighting desire, and Morgan's not going to get up.
Valera spent all the time trying to intimidate Bivol by pounding his chest, dropping his hands, and clowning around like he was competing for a kid show.
Всегда не просто пристроиться к технике, к передвижению. Хорошо.
When that didn't work, he started wrestling and holding just to survive.
Очень свежо выглядит, видно функционально, готов сильно.
Bivol stayed calm, kept punishing him, and beat him up for all 12 rounds.
Легкий джеб, точное попадание.
Делать все, минута остается в этом раунде.
И снова он клинчует.
Он не обращает на них внимания.
На кону временный титул.
Он себя ведет. Паники нету. Да, это уже ждет. Хорошо, сейчас ногу по переднему.
Вот хорошо. Всемирная боксерская ассоциация.
When Zuluzinho stepped into the ring with Romankevich, he tried to use his size and clown around a little, hoping to make Romankovich uncomfortable, but instead, Romankovich got a huge target to hit.
Защищается, это классический вариант, но тем не менее бьется, чтобы уйти из-под атак Зулузини, потому что на локоть.
Late in the first round, he landed a nasty kick, followed it with a combination, sending Zuluzinho down.
Концовки ответ в исполнении Петра попадает и роняет. Нокаут, причем нокаут просто.
В тяжелом весе Петр
The rivalry between these two was so big, they traded a bunch of ugly words to each other for years. When they met during the press conference, Anthony shoved his opponent, but Gary responded with a kiss.
Second out, round one.
When the fight started, Gary timed a perfectly right uppercut.
The power he possesses.
Nice uppercut. Absolutely nailed Fitzgerald there. Remember, it's O'Sullivan that's carrying that extra weight. And it's counted there. Right.
Finishing Anthony in the very first round.
Who's going to struggle to beat this count? He's all over the place. He's absolutely gone. And O'Sullivan is celebrating.
Walked back to his corner. Then midway through the count, he walked across to the other neutral corner, waved to the crowd because he knew as a...
Before the fight, Groves talked big to his opponent, mocking him and promising to knock him out.
Just to let you know, whenever I want, I can hit you with my right hand. Second round, I'm going to come out and do the same. I'm going to take the second round.
That's how Groves prepared for the fight. Froch on the other side was calmly waiting for his moment.
The fighter's power right now.
Once the bell rang, he slowly broke Groves down.
Left hook by... Hard right hand by Froch. Momentarily wobbled Groves. Froch trying to go to the body and follow up. Good body shots by Froch.
Show where he's just more relaxed than Groves.
Here in round 7, Groves seems to have made to trade as frequently with Carl Froch.
And has had a much...
Finishing him in the 8th round with a perfect right hand.
Groves trying to meet in the center of the ring now. Oh, good and right down hand. Goes Groves on a perfect right hand shot. And the referee's going to stop the fight. Groves does not get a chance to get up and recover from...
During the press conference, Botha tried to intimidate his much younger opponent, warning him that he'd be alone in there with a buffalo. But inside the ring,
watching in South Africa tonight. Here we go.
The veteran looked old and slow.
Across the chin with that right hand. Look at the hand speed for this in Las Vegas, but this is really extraordinary now. Expecting that. Joseph in an area that Joseph never been, but Joseph not going to have any part of it.
Parker took his opportunity.
Early on, just previewing.
And in the second round, he fired him with a right hand, followed by a quick combination for a TKO.
Did you see that? Why exactly? He was selective in his punches.
Fighting in the blue corner, Joseph Parker!
It was obvious that Hotta wanted this fight to happen, but was she ready to fight Garcia? No. She started provoking Garcia and inviting her for a fight.
And Gabby talks about how her striking's got better. Oh, to pro wrestling!
Putting on a show here is Yumiko Hotta. Oh, and she's caught! She's got caught here by Garcia.
But in the first round, Garcia dropped her with a left hook and brutal knee,
Garcia with a thunderous knee.
finishing her with heavy ground and pound.
Hotta trying to punch back, but it's simply too much here. Garcia throwing some punches here, going for the ground and pound finish. Hammer fist, right hands. The referee says that is enough. Not allowing Hotta to showcase any of her professional wrestling antics. Catches her, finishes her off, bloodies her up.
In the face-to-face interview, Marshall acted like she had already won. promising to wipe the floor with shields.
I will finish that.
Please, I see no confidence. I don't even feel that. Say it again.
I will hurt you. I will finish it.
Oh, I still don't feel it.
10 years.
But once the bell rang, it was Shields that wiped the floor with Marshall.
And this is fantastic for Clarence Shields. And Marshall is caught in the storm in this opening round.
Marshall walking through it, but is open defensively.
She was dominating the rounds, slipped inside the jab. Landed sharp combinations.
Marshall in it as well. Good work from Shields.
And winning by unanimous decision.
The bell comes to the quote.
The undefeated Pulev came into the fight full of confidence.
So Klitschko,
somewhat apprehensive in the build-up to the fight, worrying that the baby might be born before the fight takes place. Apparently that isn't the case so far. She's still on course.
He tried to get under Klitschko's skin with his antics, acting like he already won the fight. But just over a minute into the fight, Klitschko dropped him hard with a left hook.
obviously early in this fight is what he has to do.
And a left hook lands for Klitschko. Pulev mugging with Klitschko as if to say, look, I'm not hurt. But that was a solid left hook, which delivered exactly the same result as a lot of other Klitschko left hooks.
Sort of invention, and why should Klitschko have to invent a
hard
body
right
attack?
hand by Klitschko momentarily wobbled Pulev again.
When he can do that. Both guys boxing, and one guy able to land that kind of shot.
A left hook and a push, and Pulev is down for the third time. Pulev keeps insisting, I'm not hurt. Klitschko's knocking him down more or less at will.
Yeah, and like in the first round where the second knockdown was...
By the fifth round, Klitschko scored 4 knockdowns,
To that punch.
Yes, Pulev
down.
closing the show with a brutal left hook.
And that may be the one from which he does not get up. He's done.
And there's the left hook. And you see the look on Pulev's face as he goes down.
Dr. Steel Hammer.
As an older fighter, Olympic gold medalist McKinney showed his rudeness, trying to mock Barrera. At the press conference, McKinney provoked Barrera to go and hit him, even promising a victory.
Barrera has a very good right hand.
There it is.
But it turned out that Barrera's punches were stronger than his words.
And if he can continue to work at this pace, he's 30 years old.
Winning over him by 6 no-downs.
Well, not press him too much. Hit him once. Oh, but see, he can't get caught back.
Down goes
He should be all over the guy. He can hit the guy there.
Vicious combinations by Barrera. They call that a slip too. That was a legitimate knockdown.
Yes, it was. The weak fighter now. Barrera knows it.
You may have heard the referee say to McKinney.
And here's the end.
At their weight-in, Ahmed had a killer look while her face-off with Mo Naimna, and she even pushed her.
It's just going to be.
Then she stepped into the ring like she owned the night.
Good ball from Jess. Ahmed's holding up the neck. Now Jess with the takedown. Stay heavy. Distraction. Ahmed's getting up her back. She's turning back. See from this position, but she's going to... Big shots. That's going to be under the chin. Ahmed just got to the triangle. The triangle's in. She's going to pull down. She's got it. She's now in the seated triangle position. This is a nasty position, Ahmed. How can she get out of this? She's taking the shot. The triangle is still on.
Turned out all this attitude was an absolutely drama. Because just 3 minutes into the first round, Mo Naimna knocked her.
He's warning Heidi Ahmed to stop, and it's all over. Jess Plenty of unanswered blows there.
I mean, he was even an on ball in there as well.
When Gaballo faced Nakamura in 2019, Nakamura, instead of warming up, walked towards Gaballo's corner, trying to intimidate his opponent. But he only made him more aggressive.
Right now is able to connect two solid blows, make that 3-4. Gaballo.
Gaballo dropped Nakamura twice in the first round.
Yuya Nakamura, shaky, knocked down in the first round.
Nakamura is actually very aggressive, strong starter, fast starter, something na hindi binibigay ni Ray Marks dito sa laban na to. Kumbaga yung biron sa boxing, catcher.
Oh, another knockdown.
Yes.
And in the second, he had another knockdown, finishing Nakamura.
Oh, another hot landing. Third knockdown of his matchup.
That could be it. I think that's the end of it.
7, 8, 9.
We should stop it.
No!
Yuya Nakamura trying to tell the referee that he's okay. He saw that his opponent was already on the ropes, and he lands that cracking left hook to the side of the face. Third knockdown of the match. It would prove to be the final.
The face-off was quite a show, thanks to Silla. He brushed Papin off, already presenting himself as the winner. But once the bell rang, it was Papin that closed the show.
Потому что нужно бить навстречу. Левый сбоку, Папин попадает. Здорово.
He threw a clean right hand that snapped Silla's head back, sending him into the corner and finishing with a nasty combination.
Есть левый боковой зацепил и правый точно в челюсть.
И здесь уже Исмаил себя чувствовал плохо. Вот здесь все.
Еще один правый, и здесь уже падал практически выключенный. Падал практически без сознания.
По сути,
Ну, вы видите, вы слышите реакцию зала, друзья. Алексей Папин.